Local Planet's first global conference was held in Havana shortly after the controversial US election result. M&M Global spoke to the assembled agency spokespeople to find out what effect that Trump's presidency will have on the media and marketing landscape.
What effect will the Trump presidency have on the media and marketing space? The vote that shocked the world. Listen, we're in the first inning of using a baseball analogy, of a 9-inning game. And there's a couple of things that Trump said when he was running for the presidency. He said that he was going to create 25 million jobs. He said that he was going to cut corporate taxes. And he said he was going to grow the economy at a 6% clip. If he's able to do that, happy days will be here again. But those are really, really, really tall orders in terms of what he has said he can do. So I look at those indicators, and obviously if anybody was able to do that, that means the economy is going to be robust. That means marketers are going to spend more money. That means that companies will do well from the growth, and if that's sustainable, then it's terrific. But as I said, we're in the first inning of a 9-inning game. Mr. Trump has made an awful lot of promises. I think we as a country have to come together now after a terrible, terrible, nasty, nasty year of back and forth between the two candidates. Let's put it behind us. Let's all move forward as one united country and see if we can make this world a better place for everybody.
There's a limited way in which the president of the U.S. can influence something such mature and global as the advertising industry. But in general, I think that the main uncertainty there is that Trump is basically against globalization. I mean, he wants to turn back globalization, and that's, I insist, is very little what he can really do about globalization. But if he does something, that will be a drawback for the advertising industry. I think that's basically the only threat I can see of Trump. On the other, in the rest is business as usual.
To be honest, I have no idea, but I would assume that the effect might be much less important than we all might think, because I talked to some people who supported Trump, and they supported Trump. I would have never thought they would do that. And they said, well, Trump is someone who gives self-confidence to the Americans, and he won't be able to do any stupid stuff because they have a pretty good, administration over there, and they will care for him being not too stupid.
The truth is, and one or two commentators have said this already, his ability to make change will be limited. A lot of the things that he said that he was going to do, he probably won't be able to do. There are checks and balances in place. There's the Congress, there's the Senate. So actually, I think a lot of the very hard-edged rhetoric that we saw during the run-up to the election probably won't be seen through. I think there will be a change of tone. He will probably have to, soften a lot of his stances on things. The reality is, I don't think it will make a massive difference. I think as long as the economy doesn't stumble and fall, then I expect it'll have a relatively modest effect on our business.
I think it's bad for everything, because if he begin to change the things, maybe our industry must change again. For example, he won't want Asia Pacific and Europe and United States make confrontation. That's not good for our industry, because the big network, we are present in all the countries. How you can manage that? If we don't want to work with China, for example. How we can manage? The advertising company make a really strong inversion, in Asia Pacific, and the people from Asia Pacific make a really strong inversion in Europe and the States. It's a funny man. I don't like him at all.